really, I mean, they were big, but they were still linear. And like that, in my opinion, like I'm not a fan of open world games because like the problem is when you have a lot of these open world games, so many of them will make things that are a mile wide and an inch deep. There is not a whole lot of depth there. Things aren't really intentional. And then you also have a whole lot of stuff there that's just generated. And so then you end up coming out with a game that's more of like a sandbox and it relies on the player to make the fun for themselves rather than the developers making the fun for the player and then the player like rolling with it, you know? And so when you have games like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy or all these other games that are not open world but open zone where things are still open, you still have a little bit of freedom, but there's this intentional design into it where it guides the player of where they need to go. To me, I feel like that's just a much better experience. And of course, like this is going to vary from player to player based on what taste they like, but to me, like I would much rather have a smaller game that's more linear and has good polish and intention than a game that is massive, open, and everything is procedurally generated.